Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 943, and today's topic is some important properties of rubber. So once we are looking for important properties, first most important property of rubber is its elasticity. It is very elastic substance and it can go up to 200 to 300% of its original value. And not only that, if you take a rubber band, very thin thread type, and if you stretch it, it can go from 5 to 10 times more than its original value. And once you release or remove the stretching force, it can come down to its original level. So elasticity is the most important property. That's why commonly rubber is known as elastomer. The second most important property, that is flexibility. It is very flexible, and once it is drawn into sheet, it will look like a cloth sheet, very smooth. So that is also one of the property, flexibility. And then it's impermeability. Impermeability means it is not permeable, it will not allow water and air to enter. That's why lot of rubber articles are made where they want to retain the water. Even your water bottle, different type of bottles where they are using it for heat treatment, is made up of rubber. It is non-corrosive. Corrosion cannot affect rubber. Also atmospheric air, atmospheric gases, they cannot affect rubber. So these are all very, very important qualities of rubber. And it is in its original form, it is adhesive. That is, we call it stickiness, adhesiveness. When two layers of rubber we can put together, there is chance of getting it adheres together. And then its strength and toughness, and that strength and toughness of the rubber quality is improved by the addition of sulfur, and that is known as vulcanized rubber. So once the rubber is vulcanized, its elastic nature, its toughness, its quality is drastically improved. So these are all very, very important properties, and I have already told you that the rubber basically is made up of lot of isoprene unit, that is C5H8, and that's why it is also known as isoprene polymer. And where 180 to 400,000 of the monomers, they join together to form the isoprene polymer. So these are all properties I will be giving one by one. So here number one, that is the first property, that is called elasticity of the rubber. So the rubber also known as elastomer because of its elastic property is high polymer, having elastic properties in excess of 300%. Elasticity or rubberiness is the most important property of rubber. On stretching, it elongates to nearly 200% of its original dimension and quickly returns to its original form when the stretching force is removed. For example, a rubber band can be stretched to 5 to 10 times its original length, and as soon as the stretching force is released, it returns to its original length. This is the most important property of rubber, that is its elasticity. Number two, flexibility, the second important property. It is another important property of rubber, as a result of which a rubber sheet is almost as flexible as a piece of cloth. The strength as well as toughness of the rubber are the properties of rubber, due to which its elastic property may be put to uses even under abnormal conditions. Number 3, impermeability. Rubber is highly impermeable, means it will not allow the water or air to enter. Impermeable to water and air. This property is used to hold water, as in hoses and rubber bottles, or to keep water out, as in rain coats. Rubber is highly resistant to cutting. It's very difficult to cut the rubber because of its elasticity to its cutting, tearing and abrasion. Abrasion means cracking and breaking in small pieces, that is abrasion, upper surface. Over a wide range of temperatures, rubber is not attacked by atmospheric gases, and chemicals have no corrosive effect on it. So here number 4, fourth property is that is called plasticity of the rubber. Due to plasticity, a rubber is pliable and amiable according to the manufacturing procedure. The plasticity increases as the temperature is increased. Hence, rubber stock can be sheeted on a calendar, extruded through tube machine and molded by making use of molds. Rubber, the uncured rubber has the property of tackiness. Tackiness means when you bring two rubber together, it has the property to adhesiveness. It will adhere together, that is called stickiness. When two fresh surfaces of built rubber are pressed together to form a single piece. So if you break two pieces, because of stickiness, it will become the one piece because of adhesive property, that is called tackiness. And this is called tackiness when curd they fuse together to make a single piece. Number 5, that is the property of vulcanization. Rubber can be vulcanized by addition of sulfur by heating. So a remarkable combination of useful mechanical properties, so that is called mechanical properties of the rubber, can be improved by addition of sulfur in rubber and by heating, can be developed in rubber by the process known as vulcanization, by mixing rubber with sulfur and then heating. Vulcanization converts rubber properties into useful mechanical properties. For example, weak plastic, soluble and tacky are the process properties which gets converted into strong, elastic, insoluble and non-tacky. Actually, by addition of this sulfur, once it is vulcanized, then it will be strong, elastic, insoluble and non-tacky. Number 6. In addition, one of the most important quality of rubber is that all its important properties such as hardness, strength, abrasion, resistance can be modified accordingly. So all these properties can be modified, and I have already told you that sulfur is there and some other chemicals nowadays it is used. Osmotic pressure, viscosity have shown that a rubber is highly molecular weight polymer, and that molecular weight goes from 180,000 to 400,000. Destructive distillation of rubber gives rubber is to be isoprene, that is C5H8 unit polymer. So when it is subjected to destructive distillation, and the simplest form of molecule what we are getting is actually isoprene unit, that is C5H8, and that's why it is known as isoprene polymer, that is C5H8 outside N. Rubber undergoes a distill reaction, and this confirms that rubber contains unsaturation reaction characteristic of unsaturation system. So here this is your isoprene unit. It can be written in this form also, C5H8, and when polymerization of isoprene unit will take place, you will get rubber, and rubber is the within bracket N, and this is isoprene unit, and these isoprene units can join together in the long chain of polymer of isoprene, that is called rubber. And with this I will stop, and it is my request, because this will come under industrial chemistry, and I am writing here the same note I am giving just for students to copy down. So once again, thank you very much for watching the lecture.